Nepal's interim Prime Minister Sushila Karki has revealed that leaders of September's Gen Z movement exerted strong pressure on her to appoint specific individuals as ministers in the interim government. Addressing the National Assembly for the first time since the dissolution of the House of Representatives and the commencement of the new upper house session, Karki said she was urged to induct figures who had earlier resigned from ministerial posts to contest elections.
यहाँहरूलाई थाहा होला कि 27 गते मेरो शपथ ग्रहण मैले गरेँ, नियुक्ति भयो। त्यसपछि केही समय मन्त्री परिषद गठन नै भएन, किनभने हाम्रो त पोलिटिकल पार्टीको त होइन, पोलिटिकल पार्टीको आफ्नो सर्टेन मेम्बरहरू हुन्छ, हामीले त बाहिरबाट खोज्नुपर्ने अवस्था आयो इन्ट्रिम गभर्नमेन्टको निम्ति। त्यसमा चाहिँ जेनजीको ठुलो एउटा प्रेसर थियो हामीलाई, जेनजीको मान्छेहरू ल्याऊ मन्त्रीमा भनेर आयो त्यसकारको। त्यसमा महावीर पुनको नाम आयो, त्यसपछि कुलमान घिसिङका नामहरू उनीहरूले प्रेसर गरे, हामीले त मान्नुपर्ने अवस्था पनि थियो तत्काल। त्यसपछि धेरैको नामहरू चाहिँ आयो, त्यसमध्येको केहीलाई हामीले चाहिँ मन्त्री परिषदमा आयौँ। त्यो बेलामा तत्तत व्यक्तित्वहरूले आउन मान्नुभएको थिएन मन्त्री परिषदमा, तर जेनजीको प्रेसर के थियो भने यिनीहरूलाई तिमीहरूले लिनै पर्छ, कुलमानलाई लिनै पर्छ, पुनलाई लिनै पर्छ र अरू सञ्चार मन्त्री यिनीहरूलाई पनि लिनै पर्छ भन्ने खालको आवाज आयो। र हामीले हात जोडेर, मैले नै स्पेसली अरूलाई त म भन्दिनँ, मैले नै स्पेसली हात जोडेर जति दिन तपाईँहरू बस्ने हो बसिदिनुहोस्, किनभने जेनजीको प्रेसर छ, त्यो नभई हुँदैन। त्यसमा बब्लु गुप्ता भन्ने पनि जेनजीबाट आयो।
Recalling the circumstances under which Mahabir Pun joined the government, Karki said youth leader Sudan Gurung had personally brought him in. She noted that even at the time of appointment, she had agreed to allow some ministers, including Kulman Khising, to step down if they chose to contest elections. Pun, she added, was inducted under similar conditions but later left the cabinet, expressing dissatisfaction over the government's failure to introduce the laws he had advocated. Karki was appointed interim Prime Minister on September 12, 2025, a day after President Ramchandra Podal invoked his constitutional authority following the September 8-9 protest and the resignation of KP Sharma Oli. She was given a 6-month mandate to govern and conduct elections by March 5, 2026, becoming Nepal's first female Prime Minister and executive head.